everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now today I'm coming at you with this look over here. I recently had a wedding to attend and I rocked this look, so obviously I had to film it for you all. So I really hope that you all enjoy the video, and without further ado, let's just get started. We will start with our eyes first because our eyes are really heavy, so we'll just start with the eyes. So I'm going to use this Stay Don't Stray eye primer by Benefit, and I'm just going to pop that all over my eye and blend it with the beauty blender. Next we will set our eyes. I'm going to set my eyes above my crease. I will not use the powder on my lid, if that makes any sense, because I'm going to use black hole and it's just easier to blend if you don't have any powder over there. Then I'm going to use this palette over here, which is Rose in the Air palette, and I'm going to use this first shade over here to just map out my crease, and I'm just ever so slightly dusting this all over my lid. Then I'm going to go in with this first shade over here, and I am just putting that above my crease. So I'm placing that on the outer part of my eye and then on the inner part of the eye. So I'm just blending, doing the exact same thing to my other eye. Next, what I'll do is I'll take this brick shade over here and I'm doing the exact same thing over again. The only difference this time is that I've changed my brush. So I've used a brush which is a little smaller than my previous brush, just for a little more precision. So I'm just placing the red and just deepening up my crease. What you have to do over here is just keep everything above the crease. Next, I'm going to use this Maybelline gel liner and I'm just gonna place this all over my lid. You can be as messy as you want, so I'm just placing that till my crease. Next, I will set my kohl with a black shadow. You have to do this step whenever you apply this much of kohl. So I'm using a flat brush and I'm just packing the black color over this kohl. This will help your kohl to set and not smudge. The next thing that I'm doing is I'm just softening up the edges. So I'm just making sure that everything is soft and not harsh, and I will just try to flick the kohl in like a wing sort of a thing. Then what I will do is I will go in with the same blending brush and I've picked up a little bit of red and I'm just making sure that everything is blending. I really want this look to be black, but at the same time I want a touch of red. So I'm just making sure that my black does not get disturbed, but at the same time the red is still there. So I'm doing the exact same thing to my other eye. So I'm just placing black on my entire lid. Then I will set it with a black shadow and then I will just smoke it out, blend it out, and I'm just going back and forth with both of my eyes just to make sure that they look as similar as possible. Moving on to the lower lash line, I'm just placing some red over there and blending it all out, doing the same thing to my other eye. Then I will go in with some kohl / kajal and I'm just gonna pop that on my lower lash line. I just can't take kajal in my eyes. They just start water. Anyways, I'm just gonna blend it all out, and then what I'll do is I will just pack some black eyeshadow on top of this kajal. This way the kohl will just stay and it will not smudge, and this is like one of the best trick that you can do to make your kajal stay in place all day. Then I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express mascara, and I'm just gonna go in like very light-handedly with mascara because we're gonna wear falsies. So then I will just pop on some falsies. I think so these lashes are from Pack Cosmetics. I really don't know the shade number thingy, so I'll just pop that in my description box. Then I'm just cleaning out my eyes, so I'm just making sure that the wing is also sharp. Moving on to skincare, using the Body Shop Vitamin C Moisturiser, putting that all over my skin. Moving on to foundation, I really like this foundation, the LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation. So I will just pop this all over my face, and what I'll do is first I'll go in with a brush. So I'm just spreading the product all over my face. We will go in with a heavy base today, so just popping that all over my skin, and then I'll go in with a beauty blender just to make sure that there Like there is no harsh line, everything is blended, it looks seamless and all of that good stuff. Then today we will contour our face. I'm going to use this MAC sculpting contour thing. The shade will be mentioned in the description box, so don't worry. So I'm just placing that on the usual places that I like to contour. So that will be my cheekbone, of course, my temple, then of course my jawline. What I'm really enjoying is I'm just bringing the product down to like a little further, and I'm just chiseling out my jawline. Then of course my nose and under my lip. And of course I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and I will just make sure that everything is blended. And yeah, take your time over here, just make sure everything is blended. And I think so beauty blender is the best way to like blend away your cream products. So I honestly love using a beauty blender. So I'm just chiseling myself out into a goddess. Well, I can just pray and hope. Next, I'm using this Maybelline Age Revind Concealer. This is in the shade Fair or Light. I'll put that in the description box again for you all. I am just gonna place this under my eye, on the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin, and exactly below my contour, just to sharpen that out, make my like cheekbone more prominent. And then with a beauty blender we'll just blend this all away. Then today I'm gonna set my face slash bake my face. So I'm gonna use this NYX HD Studio Powder. Now I will not recommend this if you have a function at night and there will be flash photography, because it gives the worst flashback. But it was a day event and I could just get away with it. So I'm just popping that under my eye and exactly below my contour, just to chisel myself more basically. Then I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild contouring palette. My first impression was kind of like fine, but the more I've been like using it, the more I'm like liking it. So I just thought of wearing this. So I'm just putting this on the usual places, that is my forehead, on the side of my forehead actually, my jawline, my cheekbone, my nose, the usual places that I like to contour. We have baked for a while, so now I'm just gonna dust off the powder, excess powder. So I'm just using a clean brush and I'm just making sure that I've dusted off all the powder. Then moving on to the step where we add some color, I'm gonna use the Milani Cosmetics blush. This is their baked blush and this is in the shade Luminoso. Like, this is my holy grail one and only blush. So if you are looking for a blush, make sure that it's this one. Next, I'm gonna use a highlighter. This is the Makeup Revolution Pro Illuminate Highlighter, and I'm just placing that on the usual places. That is my cheekbone, above my eyebrows, my nose, a little bit on my cupid bow, and of course on the top of my nose. Next, I will outline my lip. I don't remember the shade, so I'll just pop that in the description box. But I do remember the shade of this lipstick. It is Ruby Woo, one of my all-time favorite red lipstick. It's a matte lipstick, and I don't have to sell you this lipstick. Like, you just look at this lipstick. It's beautiful. So pop that on, and then I'm gonna finish my makeup look with some setting spray, the NYX setting spray, and just popping that all over my skin, basically drenching myself into it. Then I'm gonna place my teak, and with that this look is done, you guys. So I've created a little clip with my makeup and outfit, so enjoy, and I shall see you next Sunday.